Several weeks ago, I made hummus on the channel, and thank you guys. We had lots of comments. There were lots of people who made it with the tips that I've involved and said that they have evolved their hummus or for the first time they're making it and they loved it. Thank you for all those comments. And in those comments, I learned something I didn't know. That I thought like tahini is all over the world, but actually it's not. And some people didn't know what tahini is, and some people wouldn't be able to find tahini around. So, today's subject is tahini. What is tahini? And we can make it at home. And with what we make, can we make different things than hummus? Like hummus is something great, but can it take the place of Nutella? Can it turn into different things? Can it go really well as a dressing of a kebab? These are the things that I'm going to talk about today. So, first off, what is tahini? Tahini is actually a sesame paste, and to make a seed into a creamy paste, what you have to do is first you have to warm it up. I have 150 grams of sesame seeds and I put this on a pan like this. This shouldn't be a Teflon pan because the heat is going to be really high, and unfortunately the ceramic and Teflon kind of granites, all those non-stick ones, start to go bad around 250 degrees Celsius. So
they start to dissolve, no?
Yeah, when it's around those degrees, first the gases start to evaporate and then lots of other bad things. So I'm using stainless steel. What I'm trying to do is I don't want to change its color too much, but warm every seed. For this recipe, I just need this one and a small grinder. You can use a bigger one or blender, but the blenders, there are questions about whether I can use blenders as a substitute of food processor. It very much depends on the blender that you use, guys, because some suck, some are incredible, some can even liquidify me. As you can see, some of the seeds start to change color because the oil starts to get out. It somehow becomes heavier in a way.
Weight-wise?
Weight-wise, like it's harder to turn and etc. So I turn off the heat, and now then I have to be fast. I add all these sesame seeds in here. Then I press. After making the machine work for a minute, I stop it. As you can see, it's hot and it's becoming hotter. Now I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of, this is hazelnut oil. In Turkey we have a lot of hazelnuts and we use hazelnut oil. But you can use grapeseed oil, sunflower oil, any oil that you have at home.
Olive oil?
Olive oil will make it a bit heavy depending on the type. Less odorless, or a seed oil would go better because tahini is also from seeds. What I'm going to do also, clean the edges because it becomes sticky because it's oily. There were some questions about the gadgets I use. These small ones are really helpful in the kitchen. The cup, if it's glass, and if it does have 2 blades rather than 1, it's a powerful machine that you can do many things with. First off, it's going to be like a sand, and it's going to become more and more creamy. First, its form is going to be like this, but you're going to wait for a little more. After 3.5 minutes, tahini is ready. Now it's hotter than before. It's amazing. Look, it was so stiff, and how soft it is right now. This is going to harden a bit because now it's really hot. Yeah. This is the tahini that you get from 150 grams of sesame seeds. If you make it more, you get more. And it smells great. But the thing is, when you first taste it when it's hot, it has a slight little bitterness, but as it cools down, that goes away, and you're left with a great taste. If you toast the seeds more, the bitterness increases, so that depends like what kind of thing you like. But first I would suggest you to try toasting it around what I did. And the thing is, this is actually how you get the oil from the seeds and you have a paste. For example, if we want to make a homemade Nutella, what we get raw hazelnuts. We toast them for about 10 minutes and then take the skins off and do the same process basically, and then add cacao, chocolate or other extracts, whatever you like, and you come up with Nutella. So,
Peanut butter is the same, no?
peanut butter is the same, but usually they add a lot of sugar. Now, recently, the sports ones don't have any sugar. But basically, this is how it works. Now it's really runny. It's going to be a little less runny when it cools down totally. So, this is tahini, and we can make great hummus with by adding chickpeas, lemon, garlic, a little bit of ice, and for 10 minutes. And here you go, you get a great hummus. We have the video, you can reach the video from here. Another thing from the heart of Anatolia is this tahini is married to molasses. When I was a child, people were only using tahini with molasses and nothing else. In Anatolia there are various, of course, usages, but in Istanbul it was not so well known then. Where my father is from, which is Cappadocia region, they had like 3-4 different things. One is this thin bread, the other one is molasses, the other one is bulgur, and I want to talk about bulgur later on. So, you get, let's say, a tablespoon of tahini, and you add around that much molasses first, and then you start to mix it like this. And here you go. What molasses is, now you'll understand the difference of homemade tahini. What we do, we spread this on a bread. When you put milk on this and drink it, it could be a breakfast for you. For example, this is carob one. Just carobs and water and nothing else. Its own sugar, or when it's a grape, the acidity gets reduced by some kind of agent, which is a natural one like a soil, and then you filter the grape juice and then you boil it and reduce it, and it becomes pekmez. In its own word, the pekmez is it would never go stiff. This is what kept Anatolia going over the years of famine, shortage of food, or wars.
We used to have this as a medicine when we were kids.
Yeah, when you get sick, and there's no anything added, so it's very nice. So you can do this. Another thing, Refika, this is like, it would be hard for our kids to understand, but we want something healthy as a spread. Now I have another recipe for you. Again, a tablespoon of tahini. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of honey and a heaped teaspoon of cacao. And I mix it like this. This is almost done. So have a taste. You can either increase cacao or the honey or the tahini to your taste. This is really nice. There's just cacao. You can always use organic cacao.
Will it freeze in time?
No.
Will it go hard?
No. This one will stay as it is, and you can use it like make a big batch and do it for a week.
Should I keep it in the fridge? No.
No. Bahar, would you like to taste this?
Of course. Why would I say no?
And you can like, even though if you don't have any children, you can use it as a dessert for yourself. Another recipe from Anatolia, Antalya region, where there's this great sea, they make something called hibeş, and it's a mixture of tahini, lemon juice, paprika, and a bit of water time to time. And that's also a great mixture. You use this near a kebab. You can use it as like a dip, or you can use it as a meze. You can dip your bread into it, and it's really great. Tahini, a lot of lemons, olive oil, and together with a bit of yogurt becomes a really nice salad dress as well. I need a small break. I shot this video that you're watching a few days ago, but I had one valuable information that I thought would be really nice to share with you. I call it the Green Tahini. It's a coriander, tahini, and lemon mixture actually. But how you do it is you get like a big batch of coriander and you put like 100 milliliters of water and put it into the processor until it becomes a puree. Then you add 70 grams of tahini. The recipe is below. I'll add the recipe there as well. And then you put salt and lemon and mix it really well, and it becomes great. And the thing is, this is also, it's a very nice dip. Like you can put chips, you can put little köftes, you can even dip your burgers in it. It's so nice. But another upside of it is like using it this way with other herbs or without herbs. Tahini can be a great replacement for a cheese. Like you have a problem eating dairy, especially in the mornings as Turks, we have this thing of like, I need to grab some cheese somewhere, and it's like a high on fat. but good fat. Tahini would be something like that. So with that mixture, you can use it as like a cream cheese. I've done it a few days ago with the tahini that was left, and it was so great, and I wanted to share this. So these are some of the things that you can do with tahini. I hope for the ones who are introduced to tahini for the first time, they will like it. If you use tahini in your own place, country, or in your own kitchen in a different way, please write it below, and I want to try them all. Take great care. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please also give the thumbs up, because that's how the word spreads. Take care.